It's all about momentum. Very controlled, and
now
Crook, they go.
He's jumped Crook brilliantly at the start there. They letting that one go?
As far as I can tell, we are racing.
Great start by, that was really good start by Large. And they've got a spinner, two spinners at the back.
Oh, and that was
and
so
99 for Billy Faulkner, just got caught there.
Billy Faulkner got caught by the rear end of that cart that spun round. And off we go at the front then. Louis Large, Harrison Crook down the inside. Louis not having the room to make that move back and do the switch back. And he's got Lewis Halliday now alongside him. The TH Corsa driver latches onto the rear bumper of his teammate and goes through into second. Oh man, the race is on now with Harrison Crook with his defensive line behind him in the form of Lewis Halliday. Will Lewis Halliday play the team game and just delay Lewis Large enough for Harrison Crook to make a go of it and disappear? And that's what is happening, Nick.
Yeah, Large there just got jumped at the first run through Ardaz, and then a superb piece of Fulham the leader from the 33, and that is Halliday. Halliday's just only concerned about there's been a major problem behind them. There's two of the carts who got kind of tied up. Who was that? Was that Charles and Collins?
That was Ben.
Probably
Hitch
got that for a replay. We'll see that again, I think, yeah. But it's now, let's just take them through, see whether Louis can get past him going through Stewart's.
Halliday is doing a cracking team job on just delaying Louis Large enough. And they're into the McRae hairpin, the number 17 of Aaron Charles.
That's way too ambitious, way too ambitious.
Took Ben Hitch out.
When we come back, we're going to see that the 33 is still preventing Louis Large from getting past and allowing his teammate Harrison Crook to get away.
He's just holding that line.
Oh, Large has got him, popped out. That was it. Got him on a surprise. Louis surprised him about when he was going to go past then.
Lewis Halliday was doing a cracking job just holding everything up mid-corner. He's held everybody up as far as he could, and now Louis Large is released. The race is on. The gap was 1.7 seconds. Let's see if Louis has got any cards left in his pocket to take it back to Harrison Crook. We mentioned, Nick, how good we've seen Harrison Crook being able to defend here at Rowrah.
Yeah, the issue...
the issue is catching him.
Other
issue is passing him.
The issue is that I think Louis can get back on his tail in a couple of minutes, or 3 minutes, and therefore he's had 9 minutes of defending, not a minute and a half.
Absolutely. Long time. We've only had 2.5 minutes of racing.
Yeah, we're like 10% through, 15% through, but now across the line, and the gap went down by a tenth despite that overtaking move. Shane Collins now in third had a bad lap, and then it's Scott Clee into fifth. And
the fastest kart on the track is that kart there, Lewis Large. Louis, 47.667 on the chase back. He takes about just over a tenth out of that gap, so that gap is beginning to come down. We can see that.
And he's using everything he's got, reducing his wind resistance as he absolutely looks that last hundredth of a second through Stewart's, and now he's going to go up the back straight before he gets to St John's. Sweeps to his right, then his left through Sunny. Now, what will he have reduced the gap to? And I think he's certainly brought it down by a few tenths. How many tenths? It might even be down by half a second, actually.
Let's see where it is. And as they come across the line, Harrison Crook leads. Gap down to 1.5. It's about a tenth a lap and another fastest lap.
Because it looked to me like a lot more than that.
No, it's about a tenth a lap. Just looking at the first figure, it was 1.7, it was 1.6, now it's 1.5.
Well, he hasn't got 15 laps to get past him.
So 47.457 for Harrison Crook, 47.356 for Louis Large. Do the intricate maths for that one, but the gap still remains comfortable for Harrison Crook. Behind these two, Shane Collins has gotten ahead of Lewis Halliday. Scott Clee up into 5th, Samuel Cornwell 6th, Alan Kenyon 7th, Cole Edwards 8th, 9th is Aaron Charles, and Stephen Richardson up into the top 10.
Yeah, the field sweeps past. It's all really about the front of the pack and what that gap have come down to. So it was 1.533 seconds, and now it's 1. Wow, Crook really doing well, 4 or 500. Now it could be that Louis is playing a waiting game, tyres and everything else, and Crook is running absolute banzai, but I don't feel that's what's happening.
Well, remember, he's got to just pick away at this gap. The fastest kart on the track at the moment was that 2018 Cosmic chassis of Lewis Halliday. 47.248 for Lewis Halliday on that lap, chasing back at Shane Collins. But still the gap comes down. It's about 1.5 exactly for Louis Large to Harrison Crook. Everybody putting in personal best lap time, so we are not playing any sort of waiting game. There's no doubt about it, the way the guys are driving. Yes, they're not going to take too much out of their tyres with still 10 minutes remaining, but they are absolutely going as fast as they dare.
Shane Collins is flying as well, but it's 2/10 that time for Louis, so he's actually now really beginning to turn up the wick. It's still taking 3 or 4 laps to get there, but the fastest lap for this red and white machine.
That's almost 3/10 there, Nick. 2.8, 0.28 of a
quarter second.
Yeah.
Quarter second.
Oh, yeah,
give or take change.
And a fastest lap again for Louis Large, 47.108.
No.
And look at that, you can see that discernible change in that gap between Harris and Crook. So it's TH Corsa
Target
versus
acquired.
LRG. He has absolutely acquired the target. They're almost in the same shot now.
Yeah, it's come down suddenly. I think it's kind of psychological. It gets really close as far as the drivers are concerned as well. Was 1.2. What's this going to be? Over the line.
Oh, it's
0.9. It's 3/10 again almost.
Yeah.
So Louis, but again, we've seen before, is catching is one thing, passing another. They are both in the same shot now.
It's going to get, you know what, I'm holding my head in my hands here because once he catches him, it's going to get messy, isn't it?
Well, he's got 2 ways of getting past. He absolutely surprised the 33 of Lewis Halliday when he just decided to go for it up Row Rouge. So the question has to be...
Well, that was about coming out of paddock. That was, that he timed that perfectly and got the switch back. Here they come. They're in the same shot now, Nick. Yeah. Absolutely. Through Sunny now. Harrison Crook in the blue and white overalls for TH Corsa. Louis Large in the red and white overalls for LRG. And here they come across the line. The gap was 0.957. The gap is 0.736. So he's taking chunks with a 46.968, giving him the fastest lap.
Yeah, Harrison Crook, everyone's doing their own personal fastest lap, but the fastest of all is Louis Large. But, he's taking life out of his tyres. He's taking life out of himself as a semi-active racer, which he is.
I actually think that will not be a factor here because he's got that focus. He might have a stiff neck tomorrow and aching ribs tomorrow, but right now he is absolutely locked onto the rear bumper of that TH Corsa cut number 6 of Harrison Crook.
What I would say is Harrison Crook needs to give his teammate Lewis Halliday a very firm handshake at the end of this, because he's made this possible by some incredibly clever delaying driving early on. There's nothing wrong with working as a team, certainly not the O-plate, that's for sure. And it's Rotax all, and it's looking really close
down
now.
6/10, isn't it? Yeah. He's going to start feeling a toe now, Nick.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of a quick gain, and he'll get within 2/10, then of course he has to start thinking about what he's going to do next.
7.5 minutes remaining, so we are at half distance. So half distance, we've got about half a second in it. So who's your money on?
No.
I'm not going to say that.
I mean, I think we've had 7.5 minutes more action. I thought we were going to do. I thought it was going to disappear in the distance, but it's not. And in fairness to Harrison, he's doing really good lap times.
A good bet would be Shane Collins in third at this stage. If I was,
do you feel that Harrison is quite none shall pass?
It's all about the day. It's going to come down to one braking area, one corner. And I know these two lads are very, very experienced. We've got a lot of experience there. He's carrying the number 6 because he came 6th in the Junction 6 NKC in 2023. Louis carrying the 102, the number 1 for his British Championship, the O for the O plate. He won the MSUK O plate, and the number 2 for vice champion in the 2022 NKC. So we've got two very experienced lads who know how to race at the front. We've saw this before. This was the third heat, wasn't it?
Yeah, final heat, yeah.
Yeah, the last heat that we saw in this class where Harrison Crook defended. And here we go. Louis got the pounce, hasn't he? The element of surprise is upon us.
It wasn't defensive by Harrison that time round. The next time it'll have to be. They go under the gantry and see 6 minutes 15 to go, which I'm sure Mr. Crook is not chuffed about whatsoever. But they come down, glance over the right shoulder. Coming into McRae's now. What is Louis going to do? Is he going to take a bit of a breather for a couple of laps and just worry Harrison?
If you think about it, Nick, there's 6 minutes. There's 6 minutes remaining.
Do you just now, you've put a lot of effort in getting there, do you just ease back for a while, worry him?
You have to keep the momentum of the catch. You've caught him up. You could easily fall into the trap of just stifling that momentum and just following the cart in front of you around. You've got to be thinking about the area in front of the cart that you're following. Got to get past. But, discretion will be the better part of valour on a day like this. We've still got 5.5 minutes remaining. We're not bothered about the gap. We can see what the gap is. This is intriguing. Harrison Crook for TH Corsa, Louis Large for LRG. And Louis.
Shane Collins gained a couple of tenths that time, by the way. He's still
We're going to see Shane come back in.
He's out of striking distance at the moment, but he's absolutely in picking up the pieces distance.
Yeah, we're going to see Shane come back into it. I mean, unfortunately for the rest of the 177 field, we can't really take our eyes off this, because this is what the all plate has come down to. Harrison Crook and Louis Large. And Louis Large looking down the inside at St John's and making it happen through Sonny. He'll hang on to the lead, and Harrison Crook has to slot in behind. Now, can Crook come back at him? Louis in the lead. He takes the inside defensive line. He takes the optimum line as he swaps back in. And then into and out of the chicane. Harrison Crook's still there. Looks over his shoulder. Yep, he's still there. And Crook's going to have the ID line if he can do a switchback. They come out side by side onto Iredale's, but it's going to be Louis Large who has the ID line. And Harrison Crook down the inside, and a little bit of side-on contact there. We knew it was going to be like this. As Harrison Crook looks over his shoulder, this is where it's going to be. Get the boxing gloves out, lads, because this is going to be the next 4 minutes of this all plate as Louis Large looks down the outside into St John's. Can he stay on the outside and have the inside line at Sonny? The answer is no, as Crook takes the left-hander on towards Paddock. He takes a wider line to do a switchback, but Harrison Crook holds him up in the middle of the corner. He can't find a way by into the chicane. Harrison Crook on the inside line now. The third place cart of Lewis Halliday, now Scott Clee in fourth. Where has gone Shane? Shane Collins has dropped.
He's been tipped again. Is that contact or was that just a mistake?
Shane, let's have a look at the replay if you can, Paul, if you've got that for us. As we've got Louis Large, just regaining back onto the track.
Space wasn't there.
Yeah, side-by-side action out of McRae's. And we've still got these two absolutely nose to tail. But the two carts that were in third and fourth, Lewis Halliday and the number 4 Scott Clee, have come back onto the tail of Harrison Crook. Louis Large has got a cushion.
Shane Collins retired last lap.
Shane Collins has got
broken down
out. Yeah,
that's a bit unfortunate for him.
So Louis Large showing as the leader of this race again.
And he's got a gap as well.
3 minutes. He has got a cart's length cushion.
That was kind of real tough karting there, both ways.
We knew it was going to be a tough.
I don't think I wouldn't have called either of those moves as a problem, but it was tough. It was hard but fair, I suppose, in the 1970s football parlance.
Well, remember, these are all provisional results.
Absolutely.
It's down to the officials and how they see things. For us, it's Louis Large, Harrison Crook, Lewis Halliday, Scott Clee, the first four forming a 4-cart train. And once again, with 2.5 minutes remaining, all it takes is for one of these drivers to make a mistake, and they are going to lose whatever position they are. The podium positions are Louis Large, Harrison Crook and Lewis Halliday. And Scott Clee, having just taken the Southern Cup Championship for the 177 Masters, he was 4th in the overall championship last year. And so quite familiar running in this altitude at the front of the field.
Didn't quite serve for Shane Collins. I think he could have been with a real chance here of a second or even a first to pick up the pieces, but unfortunately he had his own problems at the same point as we saw the battle between Large and Crook. Large now just giving himself breathing space with sort of a lead of about 0.6, 3/4 of a second. Lewis Halliday in the second of TH cars is kind of sitting back a little bit, and Clee is, I think, probably quite happy to be fourth at the moment, and he's seeing he can pick up a pieces of a podium position.
90 seconds remain on the clock, so we've still got at least 3, possibly 4 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be tight remaining. On the 4 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. We might sneak another one, depending on where they cross the line. Now, Harrison Crook can't allow Louis Large to get too far away from him. He's kept that at about 1.5 carts, 2 carts lengths.
He's done well because he's not been dropped. And I think at this point now, he's trying to see if he can just use a little bit of slipstream to give him an extra 10th here and there. It's not the biggest track for slipstream, in fairness.
No, it's not. You've got these long straights between the hairpins, and they lead into very, very tight braking areas, which can certainly sort them in from the boys, so to speak.
4/10 over the last time round. It's going to be about the same here, perhaps a little bit less, but not enough for trouble. It's got that breathing. It's got a 3/10. So. Yeah. Realistically, Harrison Crook has decided this is his chance for stardom. It's his chance to really make a difference. He's not letting this one go for his last 30. So they went over at 18. So no, they were going to get this. This is the penultimate lap. They will. The time will elapse.
They were actually right on the cusp, Nick.
Yeah, but they're doing 47s.
Yeah.
No, they went over at 18. 42 seconds left.
All right, I see.
So this is the penultimate lap. Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it.
Harrison Crook and Louis Large off into the barriers. Louis Large off and Harrison Crook into the lead of this race with a dive down the inside at the stewardesses.
Oh, that's going to be a
he
conversation.
Came from absolutely nowhere. Harrison Crook sent it on the brakes. He slides wide into Louis Large, sends Louis off at a tangent.
Wow.
Literally at a tangent, and Louis crashes through the barrier.
Well,
I am not sure how that's going to be seen.
These are very provisional results. Obviously, Louis will not be the winner, unfortunately, because he's out of the track. These are provisional now.
These are very provisional points here, with Harrison Crook now leading, Lewis Halliday in second, Scott Clee in third, Stephen Richardson just outside the podium here in fourth place.
See that? Louis on the outside going, what are you doing? Arms out. What on earth were you on? It was very optimistic from Harrison.
He came from way back.
Few corners to go. So scored as the winner of the O-Plate 2024 from the NKC will be Harrison Crook as he comes across the line now. Harrison Crook is scored the winner. And nice freeze frame there, thank you. And then Lewis Halliday is second, Scott Clee is third, Stephen Richardson is fourth, Justin Pickler is fifth, but that is all as provisional as can be, Joe.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that it ended like that. I'm not really sure. Not our job, really, to make judgments, Nick, but that move came from way back. And if it wasn't for the fact that Louis Large's kart was there, Harrison Crook wouldn't have made that corner.
He's just lost at that point, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was sliding towards. The fact that Louis was there stopped checked the slide.
That's it, yeah.